You know, I believe we've come to a pivotal moment in the life of our nation, and indeed the life of the world. The Catholic community in America has made an enormous difference in the life of this nation. And at this moment, I urge you to continue to stand up, to speak out, to continue to be that voice for the voiceless that the church has been throughout its history. Continue to be the hands and feet of our Savior, reaching in with love and compassion, embracing the dignity of all people, of every background and every experience. I urge you to continue to do the very things that we celebrate here this morning, and to stand for the change that this nation so desperately needs. A change back to a safer America, a more prosperous America, an America standing tall in the world again for our values and our ideals, standing with our allies and against our enemies. But I ask you to do one more thing that I know that men and women of Catholic faith in this country do exceedingly well. And that is, I ask you to remember to bow the head and bend the knee and to pray. In these challenging times, I encourage you to take time every day to pray. And you know, I don't so much say to pray for a particular agenda, although I will tell you that the sweetest words the President and I ever hear are when people reach out at an event, grab a hand, and say, "I'm praying for you." And we hear it a lot. Men and women of the Catholic faith in this country and of every faith in this country are people of prayer. But I encourage you to redouble your efforts. But don't so much pray for a cause as for country. I've always been drawn to what Abraham Lincoln said when he was asked once if he thought that God was on the side of the Union Army in our great Civil War. Abraham Lincoln responded, "I rather concern myself more with whether we're on God's side than that whether God is on our side." So just pray for America. Pray for this country, because America matters. And when you pray, pray with confidence. Because I truly do believe in these divided times where there's so much focus on what we disagree on, it seems. So much need for healing, that those ancient words inscribed millennia ago that Catholic Americans and all Christian Americans and all our Jewish friends have clung to throughout the thousands of years are still true today as today they were expressed. That if his people, who are called by his name, will humble themselves and pray, he'll do as he's always done throughout the long and storied history of this church and this nation. As the old book says, he'll hear from heaven and he'll heal this land, this one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much for the honor.